Hi, I'm Lulu and welcome to Lulu's Way. I'm glad you're here. I've had a really beautiful weekend. I've had just a lovely weekend. One of the things I did on Friday afternoon was I met my cousin and her friend for lunch. And of course we went for a picnic lunch because I like to bring my own food. So we met at a park, and the real small world here is that she has this friend, Susanna, who watches my channel. She loves my channel. Her mother watches my channel and said to her, you gotta watch this lady. So now they're watching this lady. So she looks on my Facebook and she sees that I'm friends with Sue on Facebook. And so she said to Sue, how do you know Lulu? You're friends with Lulu on Facebook. She said, she's my cousin. So she goes, what? Lulu's your cousin? So she was like, is there any way I can meet her? I want to meet her. So Sue said to me, do you want to meet me and Susanna sometime for lunch? And I said, it sounds great. So that's what we did. And it was so nice. Susanna was a lovely, lovely woman. Sue and I had a nice trip down memory lane. We grew up together. Her father and my mother were siblings. And we spent a lot of time together because all the siblings were close. So all of us kids were close, all the cousins. So we had a nice trip down memory lane. It was good. And then we had a lovely lunch. And of course, every day I'm dancing. And that's just how it goes. I'm so glad to be here. Another day on this good earth, so blessed. I'm always ready to dance, doing the best that I can. I hope you'll shake it up when I'm around. This old gal's on fire, moving to the groove. Makes my heart sing, 'cause the attitude is gratitude. I'm always ready to dance, doing the best that I can. I hope you'll shake it up when I'm around. La-di-da-di-da-da. Does this serve me well? Oh, eh, oh, eh, oh, eh, oh. I think it serves me well. La-di-da-di-da. Does it serve you well? Oh, eh, oh, eh, oh, eh, oh. Just do what serves you well. I'm always ready to dance, doing the best that I can. I hope you'll shake it up, love to dance. I hope you'll strut your stuff, dance, dance, dance. I hope you'll shake it up and bye for now. Ready? Woo! So when I finished up with my lunch with them on Friday, I decided I didn't want to go home. I want to hit the road. I had it all planned. When I left my house, I was ready to hit the road. I went to meet them for lunch. And then while I was with them, I got a call from my dentist that I have an appointment for a cleaning in July, and I've been asking them to put me on the cancellation list. I was like, I want a cancellation. I don't want to be tied to this area till July. And they weren't calling me. Since I've been home from Florida, they haven't called for a cancellation. They called. There's the cancellation on Monday, which is tomorrow. So I thought, oh, now I have to go home and delay my road trip 3 days. And I don't want to delay it. I want to go. So I decided to not go too far. And then I'll go back to have my teeth cleaned on Monday afternoon and then hit the road again. So I thought, I'll just go up to New Hampshire. I'm close to New Hampshire. I was just up in New Hampshire. This is what is awesome about van life. In my GPS, I picked Epping, New Hampshire. Don't ask me why. It's just, it jumped out at me on the map. I said, I'll go to the Epping area. I'll look for some trails to walk and I'll find a place to sleep. I'm just pretty confident. So I had that in my GPS. So I'm at the light waiting to get on the highway north. And I said, I want to go west. I was just north in New Hampshire. I want to go west. I'm going out to the Berkshires. So while I'm at this light, ready to get on the highway to go north, I changed my GPS to the Berkshire Mountains, and I changed my direction and went west. That's the beauty. I mean, in a split second, I changed my mind, and I can go anywhere I want. You know, I have no reservations. I got no one to meet. It's just me. And it's a beautiful thing to just go with the flow. Something just hit me and said, go west. So I started west. I'm about maybe 2.5 hours from the Berkshire Mountains. I'm very close to Boston, so I'm on the east coast of Massachusetts. The Berkshires, it's right on the New York border, so it's west. So it's about 2.5 hours. So as I was on my way to the Berkshire Mountains, it was workout day. So I needed to work out. So I found a park. I was probably maybe halfway to the Berkshires. I found a park and I got all my stuff out and I worked out. Actually, that's not true. First, I went to a Planet Fitness. I found a Planet Fitness. I went into the Planet Fitness. I got all ready, got my headphones, I got my music and all that stuff. And I went into Planet Fitness and I just didn't like the way it was laid out. Like, they didn't have any exercise mats that you could kind of take with you wherever you go. It was just like they had this whole floor, this section that was a whole floor of mats. So you had to do your floor work there. But then, you know, other times I needed a bench, and then I needed the free weights, and then I needed a kettlebell, and I can't really take all this stuff over to the mat, and then there's no benches at the mat. And I was just like, I love to find like a bench that I can take a mat, bring the mat over, go get all the weights I need, bring it over, have everything I need in one spot. So I was like, you know, I could work out here, but it's just going to be a pain in the butt. So I left, and that's when I found a park, and I had my workout there, and it was wonderful. And so then I decided, you know, I didn't want to make the rest of the trip all the way out to the Berkshires. So I found a service plaza right along Route 90, the Mass Pike, and I hunkered down for the night, had a great night's sleep, and then the next morning I finished my trip out to the Berkshires. So when I got out to the Berkshires, I was like, the only place that I'm really, really familiar with in the Berkshires is Kripalu Yoga Center. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's a fabulous place. I've been to Kripalu several times. I saw Byron Katie, the work of Byron Katie. If you don't know who Byron Katie is, give her a Google because she's amazing. And she was here for a weekend, and I was married at the time, and my husband and I came here for a weekend to do her workshops for a whole weekend. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And then I came another time by myself, and I did an introduction to meditation. So it was a whole weekend. It was like a class that met like a few times a day for these sessions on just all the different kinds of meditation. There was chanting, there was walking meditation, there was transcendental meditation. It was introduction to all different kinds of meditation. It was a great weekend. I was by myself, and I got a dorm room here, so I had some roommates, and it was lovely. Then I've been here maybe 3 or 4 times for what they call R&R, and you can come here like you're not coming here for a particular class, like, because so many great speakers and different classes come here, and then that's what draws people here. But they also have R&R, so you come here with no agenda of any kind of, you're not coming to see anybody famous or any kind of speaker, but you're here to enjoy the grounds. So like, they have the best food. They have a buffet cafeteria style dining room, and your meals are all included. So you get a room, you can get a dorm room, it's cheaper. You can get a private room, you can get a semi-private room, you can get whatever you want. But food is included in the daily price, and you go there 3 times a day and eat. And the food is absolutely spectacular. It is very, very, very fresh. I think it's all organic, because I would see these trucks that would pull up that would say organic produce on the side. So I don't know if all their produce is organic. I'm kind of forgetting. But delicious food. Amazing food. The best salad bar I've ever seen. And then they have all kinds of activities, maybe a little cooking class, and they have these like static dancing sessions. They have all just little things that you can pick from to do. You can do all these things, or you can do nothing. They have a lake that's nearby that you can go and kayak. They have like a labyrinth on the property. They have hiking trails. It's right in the Berkshire Mountains, and it's wonderful. But I'm going to tell you why I came here. I came here because I'm familiar with it, and I remember the grounds being just so lovely, and I decided that I was going to come here and park and just stay in my van. Now, you might be listening to this saying, well, that's sneaky, and that's rude, and that's selfish. You're on private property and all that stuff. You can say what you want, okay? But I just gave Kripalu some free advertising, okay? And I don't feel like I owe them, but I'm just telling you, this place is amazing. It's amazing. So check it out, Kripalu in Stockbridge, Massachusetts. I say, come here. It's wonderful. So I just decided to come here and park here and just walk around, you know? So I went on some of the hiking trails. I walked through the labyrinth. I went to this meditation space that's up on a hill in the woods, and you can go around and walking meditation, or there's all benches to sit and meditate. It's quiet, it's beautiful. And so I just did all that, you know? Hey, I've been a customer here several times. I've given them lots of money, because this place isn't cheap. It's not really expensive, but it's not cheap. It also depends on if you're coming to see somebody and how famous they are. Byron Katie is pretty famous, and so that was a little pricey, but it's worth it, you know? So then I thought I would just get a feel for it as the day went on to see if I felt like I could cleverly spend the night here, and I did. I have a beautiful view from my van, and I just had my dinner, and I just got in my jammies, and I thought, you know, if I get a knock, I'll leave. If somebody says, what are you doing here? What would you be sleeping here for? That's ridiculous. Who do you think you are? I'd be like, I know. Who do I think I am? And then I would just leave, and I would figure it out. I would just figure it out. You know, when you get a knock, it's not like you're going to jail, you know? I am very, very grateful for this spot. Do I recommend that you come here and stealth camp? Well, kinda, but I'm not going to, because I don't know if maybe it's not okay, and I'm just happen to be getting away with it. I wouldn't make a trip here if I were you and plan on this as a place to camp for a week, you know? I'm here for one night. But I tell you, if I didn't have to head back to get my teeth cleaned, maybe I'd stay another night. So I really enjoyed my stay here. I was here for 2 full days and 1 overnight. Would I come here again? Oh, you betcha. This is great. I guess I would push my luck and just see how it goes. I'm not bothering anybody. The parking lots are quiet. Everybody that's parked here is in that building, fully participating in everything that they do. They don't need to come out to their cars. They're all in there with all their stuff is in there. Everything that they're doing is in there. I've hardly seen a person around. An occasional person walking around. Even when I was here and I was engaged with whatever was going on in the center, I would come out and go for walks. I would come out and go into the labyrinth and stuff. But for the most part, I've had everything to myself. I went to the labyrinth, I was alone. I went to the hiking trail, alone. I went to the meditation center. There was one other woman there. Basically, the grounds are all really nice and quiet, and And like I said, I'm not bothering anybody. There's lots of extra parking spaces, so it's not like I'm taking up parking spaces that people need. So I feel okay with it. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of footage of what this place is like. I highly recommend that you come here as a guest and check out inside. Now, I could walk inside because they'll give you they give you name tags, and these name tags have dates on them, and that's what gets you into all the different activities and into the dining hall. You have to have this, so obviously I don't have one, but I could walk in there and use the bathroom. I could walk in there and dump my trash. I could walk in there and just walk around. Like if it rained, I could go walk in there and sit in the big waiting area, but I'm not walking in there. I'm not going in there. I'm going to use my own bathroom. I just don't have any desire to walk in there and take advantage of any of their amenities in any way. I could go wash my face. Yeah, can do everything in my van just perfectly fine. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of footage from my 2 days just roaming the grounds of Kripalu in Stockbridge, Massachusetts. And bye for now.